I am Helen Keller. Hello, dear friends. My name is Helen Keller, and I have a very special story to share with you. It's a story about never giving up, no matter what. So, snuggle up and get ready for an adventure. I was born on a sunny day in Tuscumbia, Alabama, on June 27, 1880. My family's home was called Ivy Green, and it was surrounded by beautiful trees and flowers. I loved the scents and the warmth of the sun on my skin. Helen, at the Ivy Green. But when I was just a little girl, 19 months old, I got very sick. The doctors called it congestion of the stomach and brain. But today, people think it might have been scarlet fever or meningitis. Also, see the story, Life in Space, Scientific Journey, Episode 1. After the fever went away, my mum and dad realized I couldn't see or hear anything. It was like being lost in a dark, silent forest. Helen Keller gets sick. Even though I couldn't see or hear, I was a very curious and smart child. I learned to communicate with my family using signs, and I could even understand people by the vibration of their footsteps. When I was 6 years old, my life changed forever. A wonderful teacher named Anne Sullivan came to live with us. She had a gentle touch and a big heart. Helen Keller and her teacher, Miss Sullivan, taught me words by spelling them into my hand. I still remember the day I understood that water meant the cool, refreshing liquid running over my hand. Helen Keller, learning words. With Miss Sullivan's help, I learned so many things. I learned to read words that were raised on cardboard and to read Braille, which is a special way of reading with my fingers. I even learned to speak by feeling the lips and throat of a person talking. Helen Keller, learning Braille. I loved learning so much that I decided to go to school, just like you. I went to the Perkins Institute for the Blind, and then to Radcliffe College, which is part of Harvard University. I worked very hard and became the first person who couldn't see or hear to graduate from college. Helen Keller goes to college. After college, I wrote books about my life, like The Story of My Life, and I traveled all over the world to give speeches. I wanted to help people understand that those with disabilities can do amazing things. Helen Keller writes a book. I met presidents and kings, and I worked hard to make the world a better place for people with disabilities. I fought for women's rights and helped start organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union. Helen Keller meets world's leaders. I lived a long, full life, and I passed away just before summer on June 1, 1968. But my spirit of courage and hope lives on. I hope my story inspires you to be brave, to learn, and to help others, just like I did. And that, my young friends, is the story of Helen Keller, a girl who couldn't see or hear, but helped the world see the beauty of courage and kindness. Moral: Helen's story demonstrates the incredible power of the human spirit to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles.